I just keep it horizontal. I mean vertical. Because we do the same thing we do every week.
Yeah.
What is wrong with it? I ain't gotta be in there directly. I ain't worry about it. Let me just start out. I got the supply.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
And before we get started, like the face of East and give all praise and glory to I say double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to all you sincere Akira across the four corners of the world.
All right. We are here today to speak on the word. And, you know, what I have to say is woe to those that go down to Egypt for help. You know, it's a lot of people that's out there depending on this government, depending on this society to bring them through the times that we're in. And they're not putting their trust in the Most High, you know, and they're not putting their trust in Yahweh Shah. And when the time comes, when Jacob's trouble comes and things begin to get bad, you know, you're going to put your trust in the government. You're going to take that seal and you're gonna be relying on his resources to bring you through. When we should be depending on Yahweh or Yahweh Shah to bring us through. You know, and you know, just in the conversation with the friend, you know, we were talking about the election, and I was telling them, you know, that, you know, if you really look at it, there's never been you know, looking at the vice president, you know, many say that she's of a male persuasion. I put it that way, you know, not to, you know, call it out. And so I said, well, if you look at all history, you know, all of their women have been in that type of, you know, format. You know, they're not just, the gender has been changed and altered. And thinking back on the movie with Ace Ventura in it, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. You look in there, you see the football player in there was a woman, it was a chief. And you know, this is the technology that this man has, Esau has, to go in to play with people's minds and have them thinking that a man is a woman and a woman is a man. And with that being said, you know, we got more into the conversation talking about, you know, he's like, well, what has, you know, what do you have against voting? I'm like, well, you know, we're not supposed to vote. You know, it's not, this is not our society. This is not our world. This is not our system. And, you know, the conversation got very heated, you know, between the both of us. But we didn't get out of character with it. And so, you know, he's putting his trust in this government system. Whereas, you know, I'm putting my trust in Yahweh or Yahweh Shah. And I had to use scriptures on him to bring him into his right mind. And one of the scriptures that I started out with is Isaiah 31 and verse 1.
This book of Isaiah 30 verse 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that taketh counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right, and so, you know, they're not taking counsel from the Most High. You know, they're depending on the world society, what's you know, the world standard, and the Most High has set forth his standard that we all should follow. And if we were all following his world standard.
What did you, is you like lost connection and came back?
He came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, we can't put our trust into this standard, into this system. Can you read that one more time?
It says, Isaiah 31, woe to rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
And see, the rebellion children, that's talking about Yahshua. You know, we're not following his standards, his system. And then we take a covering, meaning that we use the world system, the world's doctrine, to try to cover up our sins over what he has put forth for us to learn, to know, to do. And, you know, we have not sought him for that counsel. We go to, you know, Esau and go to these other nations for counseling, for help, whereas we should be seeking our help from him.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, starting at verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
And this, oh, go ahead.
Well, the reason I bring it out, because like you were saying, you know what I'm saying, our people depend on Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying, the situation, or the woman in the movie, how she was a, you know, a flip-flop or whatever. These are things that Esau conjure up, and they are dark counsels, man, to cause our people to go astray, man. And when our people depended on Esau, it's an easy task for them to send you, you know what I'm saying, left. You know, that's why, you know, the scripture says, trust in the Lord with all their heart and lean not to your own understanding, man. Because the ways of the scriptures, man, is the right path, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have faith and believe and trust in how Bashimi Al-Shah. But when you start listening to Esau, depending on Esau, you know what I'm saying? He's like your caregiver. You know, that left-handed demon is gonna stray you away, man. Okay?
Now look at the world listening to Esau with his so-called experiment a couple of years ago.
Right.
Now you have this so-called famous doctor that was always on the news, you know, says promoting this so-called experiment. Now he's on trial for it.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
So that's our people's, that's your consequence about trusting to the devil. The scriptures say, he that trusts into man, you should put your confidence into the Lord.
That's right.
So when you put your confidence into man, that means with faith. So you have faith into another power source that's referring to Esau and Edom, and not your true power source, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. So now our people are facing the consequences of making an attachment or alliance with the God of this world. That's right.
Verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, had he no understanding? And see, that's what Esau do. They act like, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai didn't know what they were doing when they created everything of the earth in its right order, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? They turned everything upside down. Now, you know, men can be with men, women can be with women. You know what I'm saying? Getting yourself altered is cool now. You know what I'm saying? They just, anything that's contrary to the scriptures, they push it, man, okay? Because this is their rulership, man. And the way they rule is contrary to the scriptures, man. You know, and Jake, our people are so gullible, man. You know, that's why scripture say, how long you simple ones are a little simplicity, man. Rubber paraphrase. You're simple-minded, you know? And then, when the Lord sent forth his prophets to give warning, to let you know what's going on, to break scriptures down in simplest form, therefore you can get understanding, you want to mock, you want to talk shit, you want to act as if, you know what I'm saying, we're out here on our own accord, man, not understanding there's a divine power that has called us to go out here and do these things, man. You know, you just refuse to acknowledge that. But when Esau got something to say, or some of these famous so-called famous people got something to say, how the scriptures go, it's what the scriptures say, when the rich man speak, you know, everybody listen, man. But when the poor man speak, you know what I'm saying, there's no regard. They ready to step on him, kick him. You won't, you know what I'm saying, he down, they not gonna help him, you know? But it's all a part of that dark counsel that Esau had, man, which goes into the Stockholm syndrome. You know, when you go into Psalms 81, what? Let us cut them off from being the nation. 83, so like Psalms 83, you know, let us cut them off from being the nation of the name Israel, with no more being remembrance. A lot of our people don't know who they are. They don't know who we are as a nation, man. Even when we tell them, through, you know what I'm saying, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they still refuse to hearken and acknowledge it, man. And the ones that do, that are not sincere, they try to turn it into a trend, man. Just something to do. Right. You know, just to get some kind of publicity or likes, you know. But it's not of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know?
Like I was going into about the flip-floppers, you know, like the Transformers. Because you read Genesis, the first chapter in the Alahayim, where they got the, you know, the everything from the Heavenly Father, the blueprint to create all things. It stated at the end of that chapter that it was good. Meaning, you know, to wild. When you actually go to that word in the blue letter, it goes into like agreeable to nature.
Right.
Like here you got Esau, he's confusing everything about the genders and things of that sort. It's like a war on that now.
Right.
So whenever you see a society having a war, a gender attack, like against the gender, that's how you know we're at the end of society.
Right. You know this. It's like, you know this, and all this goes back to when Yahweh Shai destroyed the world the first time. You know, even during the time of Noah, there was oppression going on. You know, who was being oppressed? The people were being oppressed. And you know, during Sodom and Gomorrah, what was happening during that time? There was a lot of transformers. You know, even the transformers tried to get with the angels. You know, and so that society was destroyed. The same way with this society, and that was a shadow of what's to come to the entire world.
That's right.
You know, so we have to, you know, look at, you know, and now people has the ideal and the mindset that they can do as they want, do as I please. Okay. You know, in the end, I can be saved. I can just call on the Most High or call on Jesus, as they say, and be saved. Well, that's not the case, because you have to show your works. You know, you have to put in your works, and you have to show that you are true and faithful. And that's why the whole world is going to be tested. Yasha as well as the entire world.
Yeah, that what that nigga Charleston White stated. Like, he don't want to put his power, you know, his faith into the Hebrew God. He rather put it into Cedric Borgia.
Right.
Because he said he can be able to do all the dirt he can. Then when it's time for him to repent, everybody ready to go in the cast and he can go into heaven.
Right.
But when it comes to Yahweh Bashim Mashah, it comes with guidelines.
Right.
That's why when people don't want to follow in this day of time. Right. Because God, this word again, he implements that mindset of just do as thou wilt.
Right.
You know, just obey your thirst, you know, get it how you live. You know, so that mentality has really grown on our people. And our people mindset is so messed up now that they gotta be put out. That's why it's written in Zechariah 13 chapter, 2/3, they had to be cut off. That gene of the 2/3 type nigga, they have to be put down, and they have to be wiped away, be born back again to the Lawrence of the elect on the next side. You gotta get rid of that type of mindset. But that mentality cannot be implemented within the next kingdom to come. You know?
I got one for you. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2. It's like Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Right. And to do foolish is not to follow the law, statutes, and commandments that he has set forth. You know, he has made life easy. He said, if you follow my ways and follow his law, statutes, and commandments are, you know, following a moral way of living. If you live like I ask you to live, I will make you ride on the highest mountain. You know, Sodom's ways you have gone into, as the brother was going in, being transformers, being loving other gods, you know, being basically a whore, you know, for other gods, and not following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
The word silence goes to stupid.
Right.
You know, like you said, foolish. When it says in the book of Psalms, how the fool has said in his heart, there's no Most High.
Right.
You know, so fool goes to like being empty-headed. So you're empty out of those moral principles, guidelines, which are the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Mashah. So without that, you're likened into like a brute beast in the setup now.
Right.
You know, you act like LZ always going to. You go into that lower nature. You're more attached to that lower nature.
Right.
You know, and not the spirit.
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
And that's how you know this place is at its end, man. You know, prophecy is being fulfilled. Right. Because, you know, Preacher Squad, you already go into it. I think it's I want to say it's a quote or something about how you know when a society is finna go down because there's no morality. You know what I'm saying? No integrity. You know, no kind of, you know, no self. What's the word I'm looking for?
Self-respect.
Self-respect. The water's going. There's no self-respect for yourself, man, or anyone else. You know, I was listening to, I think it was Corey Holcomb, man, but it was going into that the BET award just came on or some shit, man, and the women are basically naked, man. That chick Remy Ma, man, she had on some shingles, man. It was, I mean, and nothing on up under it, man. They walk around just looking like whores, man. The men walk around looking like some kind of weirdos, different color hair, big ass like Mario Brother boots or some shit. It's just, you know, This place has no sense of integrity, man, or morality, man. It's just this is a land of slum, man. Okay? Even the scriptures goes into how it's about the filth of it, it's the scum, you know? Yeah, you know, it's just it's a decomposing rulership, man. Right. And the people are decomposing right with it. Yeah. You know? That's why we you know, stay grounded and rooted through the Spirit of Hashem Yahushua. Pray the Lord that He keep us in His good grace and mercy, man. Because if you don't have no understanding of the Lord Hashem Yahushua, if you don't have that spirit in you, man, to discern the things that are happening, hey, you're gonna go down with the ship, so to speak, man.
You're easily consumed by this shit.
Easily consumed.
So it's really like a cancer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just that immorality is like, it's really like into a cancerous tumor. It can easily spread. You know?
And you know, as Elder Z always bring out, you know, Israel, and the scriptures say Israel is counted as a woman. What happens on this side of the world when we get with a lowly woman, you know, and you know, a high standing man get with a very lowly woman? If he's not strong enough, she bring him down. You know, and that's what happened to Israel. We have been brought down to Esau level because he was counted as a base man in the scriptures. And so now we living on his standards.
Yep. Well, there's this movie, I Think I Love My Wife, with Chris Rock. And I'm quite sure you saw it, right?
Yeah.
And he had like the everyday mundane life. You know what I mean? His regular wife, nice lady. But he ran into like an old fling. He knew an old friend, and she was a free spirit party girl. And him being an upstanding man, when she came into his life, shit started to go downhill. He started getting the fights and shit. You know, he started to mess up on the job. His boss was, that's where that famous quote comes from. You will always get women chasing money, but you'll never get money chasing women. Yeah, it came from that movie. But just going to show you who's an upstanding man. And when that little free spirit came in his life, the little party girl, now his life went like to shit, man.
A little living
the whole up.
Yeah. Hey, so hey, this is Ezekiel 24:3. You know, this is really going to the nation of Israel, but you know, the scripture is manifold. So this is really likened it to America as well, because you know, this chapter going to how the nation of Israel played like into that role of a harlot, a whore. You know, so you put that in today's standard. Look at America in this day of time. So the scripture goes to it within Revelation 17 chapter, 19 chapter, and Yahushua, he's going to judge that great whore. That's referencing to America. So this is Ezekiel 24:3. It says, and utter a parable unto the rebellious house, and say unto them, thus said the Lord power, sit on a pot, sit it on, and also pour water into it. So you know, our power, he's all about sacrificing. You know, whether you do it on the left hand side or right hand side, it's still a sacrifice, which goes into like an offering to like a homage of a higher power or deity. In our case, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, so it says, gather the pieces thereof into it, even every good piece, the thigh, the shoulder, fill it with the choice bones. Take the choice of the flock and burn also the bones under it. Ezekiel 24:5. Take the choice of the flock and burn also the bones under it, and make it boil well, and let them see the bones of it therein. Wherefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city. That bloody city is referencing to America. You know, just think about the bloodshed of the nation of Israel here within this so-called land. You know, it says within Revelation 18 chapter, thus with balance should that great city Babylon be thrown down. Look how this so-called country got established. It was off of bloodshed. You know, it was off of violence. So by a righteous act, which in today's time it will go by karma, that's the same way it's going to go out, in a violent way, you know? So the Lord, what he's doing, you read within this chapter, he's about to really set up a great sacrifice. That altar is going to reference into America. So what the Lord is doing, he's setting that stage for America to meet divine judgment. So all these people that we see in our everyday lives, we see on TV, on social media, these undesirables, they're likened unto those offerings that's going to be made upon that altar. And they're going to have to be a part of that sacrifice that's going to be made within Bosnia, you know?
Because like you're saying, this place is going to go down by violence and blood, man. The scripture goes into how Esau, because he had not hated blood, you know, blood shall pursue thee until it consume thee, man. So, and that's going to run over even to, you know what I'm saying, the other nations and these two-third jakes, man. And especially here in America, man, the bloody city. You know, because Esau is that what, the hammer of the earth. The scripture says what, he gonna come down that great route because he know he have but a short time, because he wants to try to further his kingdom, man. He wants to try to push his NWO, man. But see, the Lord has set a bound, and scripture say that he cannot pass, man. But him trying to still obtain his mission, it's gonna get real bloody, man. Because he's gonna have to offer a lot of people, man. Because that's gonna cause more people to be submissive. You know what I'm saying? From the fear of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's also a part of his depopulation process, man. You know, but at the end of the day, it's all by the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's just gonna be straight judgment. Okay? I got a quick one real quick. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. And man, and righteousness, truth, integrity is under attack in this place, man. That's something that they want to be obsolete, man. This place is all about wickedness, contrariness to the scriptures, and vile shit, man. Okay, this is this place is it's just dark, man, and corrupt, and it's uninhabitable, man. In the sense that it's no progressions, there's no good health benefits in this place. This man has polluted the air, the food, the water, the people, the mindset, man. I mean, trees, vines that usually would bear fruit don't bear fruit anymore. It's decomposing again. It's being destroyed because of the wickedness, man, of the person who's in rulership. Job 9:24. Earth given to the hand of the wicked, man. Okay? It's Esau Edom. And people don't want to acknowledge or accept that, man. The same man that you go down to Egypt for help, okay? The riding chairs, you think he got all his power? This man has got y'all in a trick bag, man. Okay? And it's gonna show even more, man. It's gonna start showing even more. You Israelites, man, and we always we talk about Esau and other nations, but you Israelites, y'all rebellious Israelites who support and contribute to Esau's agenda to destroy the nation of Israel, man, y'all gonna get it, man. You other camps, you just regular people who bitter and mad because you're getting cut by way of the scriptures instead of hearkening and repenting and trying to get right, the Lord may have mercy upon you. Want to be combative and buck up, man. But the Lord sent us forth to do this, you know what I'm saying, for the people who will repent. But we're not finna, you know what I'm saying, we don't really give a fuck how y'all gonna die. The scripture say, you know, we don't care about how y'all gonna perish, as the Lord said, man. But we're just making sure we get the blood off our hands, man.
Just so going into what you were saying, there's no life in this place. You know, all the life has been sucked out. You know, and it's nothing but death. You know, death and destruction. You know, and Esau is continually pushing our people mindset to destruction. You know, based off his laws, but they're not moral. His laws, his standards, and you know, his way of living.
That's right. And so this back in Ezekiel 24:6. It said, wherefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city. So like the brothers were mentioning, this is a bloody city, America. You think about like you read Psalm the 50th chapter, it goes into how Esau, he took the Most High's covenant in his mouth. So he knows the standards of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But he's so prideful that he still want to make his own grievous laws, so-called statutes and commandments. So he knows what type of standard our people supposed to live by, but he still want to go off on his own terms and conditions, you know? So by him knowing that, that's blood on his hands, even more, you know what I'm saying? On top of the things y'all mentioned in the spirit as well, you know? So it said, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is their end. So that scum goes to that filth. You know, really pretty much the immorality of America, and the sin of immorality, it destroys nations. From Egypt to Greece to Rome, and now the revival of Rome, which is America. It's the same type of standard, same type of behavior, tax, and everything you see, you know?
This man has destroyed the world. Yeah, because now he's got the whole world following after him. Other nations have left their own customs to follow him.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's going into that cancer, man. It's spreading, you know, it's spreading to other nations. It's spreading to everybody, man. And they're all falling for sipping that Babylonian juice, man. You know, and they're getting drunk off of it, man. They're pushing that, and what the script goes about how he is push that wine. Yeah. Because you know, like his philosophies, man. He'll take it to other countries. You know what I'm saying? Push it on them, take over their resources. You know what I'm saying? Use them, abuse them, and then just leave them, man. Maybe. It depends, because he'll bleed an onion or a beet dry, and then, you know, he'll just still hold on to it just because of the fact he can. You know?
That's why you said earlier, he's known as the hammer of the earth.
Yeah.
You know, pretty much he introduces his westernization, going to that democracy of America. Right. He implements it into all these other countries. Now you see these other countries, they left out their ancient customs and values, and they following the ways of their whore, America. You know, like you should see like ancient Chinese and Japanese, basically where they different type of like I say, they garments, those ancient garments, those ancient values that they once, you know, held in high esteem. But now they fall into the ways of the suits, the ties, we're doing the 9-to-5 thing, you know, all that sort, man.
What they get from? You should see the Africans and their dashikis and everything, you know, when they went to certain the leaders, now they're in suits. You know, just as you said, everybody's wearing suits now.
Yeah.
Hey, it was like the Nigerian, I think she's the first lady of Nigeria, she just recently stated.
We don't want our women looking like thoughts like Americans.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
roughly paraphrasing. And that's honor.
Yeah, man.
It's honor, and I love reading that. I love when I read that.
Me too, bro.
It's like someone has integrity in their country,
Right.
And a
You
woman
call
that
the bullshit
Yeah,
out.
a woman.
Yeah.
Most I hit her with a Deborah spirit, like, because you know the male leaders, they often compromise or whatever.
Right. That's right. So it said back in Ezekiel 24:6, wherefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. Bring it out piece by piece, let no lot fall upon it. For her blood is in the midst of her, she set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground to cover it with dust, that it might cause fury to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon top of a rock, that it should not be covered. Verse 9, therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, woe to the bloody city, I will even make the pile for fire great. So the pile for fire great is going to a nuclear destruction that's going to happen within the shores of America. That's why it's known as, in the book of Revelation, the second death. When Yahushua comes back with his second coming, that's going to introduce a second death upon the earth. And that's what's the main focal point? America. Babylon the Great. That great confusion has really essentially just immoralized every type of country in this setup, man. Everybody's falling into the ways of this whore now, you know? So that's the type of power that Yahweh Ba'Shem has gave Esau Edom under his leadership of America. They have really spiritually intoxicated everybody now, except for the hopefully elect, you know?
This is ground zero for the Lord's judgment, man. Because you have every empire that has ruled over the times. You have all those empires within America in some shape, form, or fashion, man. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You know, the Greece, Rome, the Babylonian, Assyrian. All these particular empires are some kind of shape, form, or fashion here in America, man. That's why this is gonna be ground zero, man. This is the, you know, other places gonna get hit with missiles. They're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. But this is the only place that's not gonna ever have the feet of humans on it again, man. This is gonna be that memorial, man. So how wicked has a place have to have been to the point where the Lord said no one will inhabit that place again, other than particular fowls of the earth, desert-like creatures, man. It's gonna be so filthy, even through the missiles hitting it, destroying it, purifying it in a sense. It's still not gonna be clean enough for the Lord to allow people to inhabit this fucking place again, man. That's a wickedness, man. That has surpassed any wickedness throughout the existence of humans, man.
So the Lord set up America again for that great stage for divine judgment. So America's gonna be that new example.
Yeah.
In the next kingdom to come, everybody gonna see, like, this is not the ways to follow.
Right.
These people didn't want to learn from ancient Sodom and Gomorrah and those other three ancient Canaanite cities along with them. So now America gonna be that new example.
Right.
Because Esau knows better. Again, he has to put the covenant of the Most High's words into his mouth, but he want to overstep and be out of bounds with the Most High's laws and go into his own ways now.
Right.
You know.
That's why he was double fucked.
Yeah.
You know, because not only did the Most High set him up to bring everything down, but he also made him where he made his own missiles to take him out. You know, because you know it wasn't us that made him. You know, so he basically created his own destruction.
Yeah, we're gonna get there too. Second Kings.
House divided.
That too. Yeah, it's known by a man sitting like a pit and fall into it.
Right.
Trap.
And if I can say, how ironic is it that the two main countries that's gonna be at each other's throats during WW3 are the two countries that the Lord allowed to have their rat races to get teaming, man. Those German scientists and engineers and things, man. Pretty much with a split in between them to build all these particular weapons of war, man. That's gonna destroy it. No, it ain't about coincidence. It's about the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and the Lord's will.
All right, this is Isaiah 34:6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. All right, this is Isaiah 34:5. It said, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Adonai."
Yeah, so the Lord's sword gonna be bathed in heavens, referencing to those nuclear missiles. Those ICBMs, those intercontinental ballistic missiles. And it says upon Adonai, that's the Greek way of saying Edom in today's time.
And upon the people of the curse to judgment, to my curse, of my curse to judgment.
Right.
Now in the NLT it says, "And when my sword has finished its works in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction."
Yes, marked for destruction.
Yeah.
Hey, the brother, get that in the Romans 9. You got it, brother. You falling back, brother.
You can liken to it the missiles, man, when it says finishes works in heaven. Once they have been bathed, you know what I'm saying, in the heavens, you know what I'm saying, in the atmosphere up there, from that point, they targets are already been put in this path, man.
Right.
They don't know exactly where they're going.
Right.
So the setup is ready from that point.
Right, he said, "My missiles shall not, my arrows shall not miss."
That's right. Back up LZ. Let's get to the point. Romans 9 and 22. That's all right, 24.
Come. Bro.
It says, "Nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against the Most High? Should a thing form say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay, but the same lump to make one vessel to honor," that's reference to Jacob, which came out of the 12 tribes of the nation Israel, "and another unto dishonor, that came into Esau, Edom, along with his inhabitants, his descendants, the Edomites in today's time, the so-called Caucasian race. Those are people marked for destruction." And when we read the scripture, the Bible scriptures of them, you know, and it says, "What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?" So you have a particular race of people that's destined for destruction. You read into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it goes to about Esau, Edom. He's the only nation that's pretty much that's without any type of repentance, you know, roughly paraphrasing, and how the Lord has
no mercy.
Yeah, no mercy, you know, and how the Lord has a particular this eye sit on him for final judgment, you know.
Hey, can I bring this out to the back bit up on? Because you was talking about how the potter, you know, created one vessel to honor and one vessel to dishonor. All right, this is the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 16. "For by him were all things created. There are in heaven and there are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him." So everything that the Lord created was for his benefit, for his will, to do what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So if he created one nation of people, you know, as a people unto himself, and another nation of people to be destroyed or to go into slavery, that's what he wanted to do, and nothing's gonna change that, man. That's just what it is. That's set in stone. That's just what it's gonna be, man. Regardless of how people feel about it, man. You know, that's why we always going to Romans 3 and 3, man. Okay, whatever the Lord want to do, he's gonna do it. He's the puppet master. Okay, he's the ringleader. He does it, man. He says it, and his will is gonna be done, man.
That's why he's known as the Most High.
Right.
The Most High. Right. Like, this is his movement. So that way he can be able to create the good guy and the bad guy, which is the protagonist and the antagonist.
Right.
It's his movement.
Yeah.
Right. So this thing that we call life is the movie of the How About Yahushua, you know? So when you read to Edom for Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, it says Edom figures permanently in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34:5, we're just reading right now. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
That's not good.
Right.
Hey, better them than us.
Right, and this verse right here, verse 6, is going to back that up. I'm going to read it in NLT. It says, Isaiah 34:6, it says, the sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of the lamb and goats, with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice.
That's right. So these different like goats, rams, the lamb, stuff like that, that's a symbolic type of people. That's really referring to these undesirables.
Right.
Like these people that's not wanted.
Exactly.
So like we said, that great altar that the Lord setting up, these different people that are considered undesirable, which are 2/3 of the nation of Israel and these other nations. So that's what y'all want to get in Zechariah 13 chapter. It's going to single out about that land, and that land is referencing to America. So that's why the Lord has a great sacrifice in Basra. Basra was the ancient capital city of Edom. So what's about to get ready to happen? The Lord set up a great sacrifice, and all these people that we see in our everyday lives that are considered as undesirables, they're going to be a part of that pile for fire greats, you know?
Yes, the Lord will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra. He will make a mighty slaughter in Edom.
And what it says in Isaiah 66th chapter, how the slain of the Lord should be many.
Right.
It's talking about like many people, many undesirable people that the Lord sees fit for destruction, man. So it's about to be a lot of bloodshed in this setup called America. It's damn matrix.
That's when he also said, you know, he told the eagles and the buzzards to gather for the great feast.
Yeah. He's gonna put a spear upon these different wildlife like that, those different birds, man. Like I think Pastor Picasso said that not too long ago. It's like he gonna put a spear like a fasting on them for that great slaughter. I'm like, shit, you know.
And you kind of see that now because you see buzzards everywhere. Now you don't see it. You know, and all the wildlife, you don't see it or hear about it, you know.
Esau actually had a movie came out like in the 50s and 60s. It's going to about the birds. It was like actually attacking people. Right. You know? So Esau puts things in his movie, it's like him prophesying on the left hand side. It really is like predictive programming. You know? Right. Got some more on that one?
Saying it should come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Yep, so 2 parts of the nation of Israel are going to be cut off and die in that land. That land mass is referencing to America, Babylon the Great. This is the focal point of future divine judgment.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried.
Yeah, so the hope we lit right now, Lord willing, that's us. We pretty much going through that fire through our different adversities. We catching those spiritual roots right now. Right. So by our people want to be carnal, so therefore they're going to receive that carnal judgment, going to that nuclear fire. You know?
Hence we're going through our sacrifice now, according to Psalms 50 and 5.
You know, it's right on the book of, I think it goes to Ecclesiastes, how the sacrifice of a just man is acceptable. Right. So this is our sacrifice that we're doing right now. And Lord willing, by us, with that testimony of Yahweh Shai, that's like a sweet smell to the nostrils of the Heavenly Father. Correct. So you read about that sacrifice within Ezekiel 24th chapter, our people are offering up right now within that grace period. That's like a smoke into the Most High's nose. You know, he hates that. So he disdains things like that, you know?
They should call on my name, and I will hear them. And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, how about Shalom Shai?
So we're going to praise the name of our Lord, Yahweh Bashan Shai, in the land of our captivities, you know? Especially here in that main captivity, which is America.
There is some more of that, actually. Okay. Going back to Isaiah 34, still.
This Romans 9:22. Said, what if Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Yeah, going back to the Isaiah 34, the people of my curse, the people that was ordained for destruction. So I wanted to bring that connector verse, Romans 9:22. You a throwaway gun, man. You a throwaway weapon. You was used as a vessel, the Most High's left hand, to punish the nation of Israel for their transgressions. But now, what did it say in Lamentations, the 4th chapter? All right, our punishment is done. Right. So if the punishment is done, what is the Most High going to do with his weapon? It's gonna throw it away. It's gonna discard it, man. You know, but y'all got it.
2 Peter 2 and verse 4 says, "For the Most High spared not the angels that sin, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment." And going into these into these bodies, chains of darkness. It spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a creature of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, which the Lord is going to do again in this time. World reserved unto fire. It says,
and speaking about it, that's spiritual, because Lord, he's all about ethnic cleansing.
Right.
So what he's gonna do, like at that time for the brother reading, that was like the elect at that time. So fast forward to nowadays, in the days of Noah, we have elect that's gonna come back into that mindset just like Noah. You know what I'm saying? With obedience, that spirit of obedience.
building that spiritual ark.
That's right, building that spiritual ark.
It says that in turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to ashes, condemned them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah, and the scriptures goes to like Esau, he's wiser than Daniel, so you would think he'd have some type of common sense to know what happened to the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, those three ancient Canaanite cities. What type of ways they was doing. They was into sinful flesh, going to all types of filthy, idolatry, you know what I'm saying, just all types of mess, So you think he would learn from that standpoint what happened and apply it in his rulership. But, that's his pride.
Esau said that the Most High owes him an apology for destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. That was around 2018.
Look at that.
They said the Most High God owes them an apology. He owes an apology for destroying Sodom and Gomorrah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So something to that effect.
Yeah, for real.
It says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day, and their unlawful deeds. So a lot was vexed from day to day, man. And you hop out Shemel Shah saw that, to save a just Lot, man. And because Lot was a righteous man.
Hey, like I say, just the statement the Coin mentioned when Esau said that the Most High owed him for Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed. That showed you, man, that this man, he needs wickedness, man. He needs filth. He needs anything that's contrary to the scriptures to thrive, man. You know what I'm saying? So that means he did not want that place to go down, man. He really wanted to continue to build on that wicked legacy, if you will. And he has continued it here in Babylon, man. And all he wants is wickedness to flourish, man. All he wants is anything anything that would please the Lord, he wants to do just the opposite, man. Because anything that pleases the Lord displeases him. That's him turning everything upside down. That's why you have all these movies, man. You know what I'm saying, where you got couples on there who might be, having these particular sex scenes. Well, they married. Most of them be married. They have a man or they have a woman. That's adultery, man.
It's fucking right.
You know what I'm saying? He's promoting it and he's putting it in it. You guys are cool.
That's on a righteous man's mind. When you watch these movies, the actors and the actresses, they're married, especially the actress. All right, but she has to go on scene, kiss this nigga, probably actually fuck, who knows? All right, and then
build that chemistry for that role.
Build that chemistry. That's fucking adultery, man. Fuck professionalism.
They say not only that, she do with multiple guys in these damn movies. Yep, multiple guys get to put their hands on it, and then you just to think about it, even the sex scenes, and I believe some of that should be real, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're like Monsters Ball.
Yeah, that spirit. I showed them how the spirit got her breaks.
I'm about to say it.
Yeah. And then they have them trailers, when they taking their breaks or the camera's not rolling. Man, they be visiting each other in them trailers, man.
Right. Because I'm sorry, brother. Like you work at any job right here, coworkers be fucking. So actors and actresses, they're coworkers, man. Right. All right, go ahead.
And then you got men and women. They actually naked on the damn scene, and they're this fucking close. To think they're not fucking, man, it's just ridiculous. Man.
This place is disgusting, man.
Right. And now sodomy, the sodomy they put in this shit.
Yeah, like every so-called black show on Netflix, the guy has some type of homo type of couple or person up in a character.
Some alphabet gang, man.
Right.
And then every storyline in Hollywood is always about adultery. It's a woman who has a shitty husband Then some guy comes along. He's actually a great guy.
He's supposed to be the hero.
He's the hero. He's not an asshole. And the woman at the end of the movie ends up going with that guy, and the shitty husband, he gets discarded, man. But that's against the scriptures, man. But there's always a storyline that seduces you into adultery, man. And I've seen it in Eastern movies. They put it in Eastern movies now. You know, I watch foreign movies and stuff. They got the same Western, and that's why any country that adopts Westernization, they adopt Western media, Western social media, the marriage rate plummets, the divorce rate skyrockets.
Right.
And it's all rooted in infidelity or just debauchery, you know?
That's that cancer of Babylon.
Yeah.
They show you, like scripture say, he keep it not at home, man. He take his philosophies, his wickedness all over the planet, man. And he promotes, you know what I'm saying, infidelity. Okay, he promotes death. He promotes anything. Again, we sound like broken records, man. But anything that's of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he goes left, man. He completely goes against that, man. Because that's his fuel to continue on to push his rulership, man.
And this Revelation 17:2 in NLT. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality.
Yeah. The wine of her immorality, man. Man, let's get that word wine. You think that has a figurative definition? You know? You have to say something, bro?
Go ahead.
No, they're drunk and you've been influenced by your westernization. An example was Iran back in the 60s and 70s, man. I think it's the Ayatollah. Well, they overthrew the Ayatollah and replaced it with a puppet leader. And when they replaced it with a puppet leader, man, the puppet leader allowed Iran to adopt westernization. So when America got all liberal and shit, Iran got all liberal, man.
Right.
And I noticed, man, when women come from overseas to America, they see themselves in a different light. Because they're not held to a traditional standard over here in America. They're held to a beauty standard. So now you see women overseas, they got the leggings on, their hair down. They at their husband's establishment like an Elamite woman, but she's dressing to get attention from men.
Yeah.
That's a horrid spirit, man. And where did she get that from? Babylon. Why are all the celebrities in our nation whores? Cardi B, whore. Lotto, whore. Loretta, whore. Sexy Red, whore. They all promote whoredom.
Right.
And the heathen love them.
But this is the great whore itself.
It's great whore stuff, man.
And then over in those other countries, going into your point, the men over there have gotten weak on their standards. Because now, at one time, they wouldn't allow their wives to do that.
Yeah.
But now they're allowing their wives to do that, you know. And you used to see on TV the woman walking behind the man. Now she's walking in front of him.
Yeah.
You see a lot of movies or Instagram or different movies now where the Asian women are hitting their husband. Well, that wasn't, you know, because he did something, you know, they may call stupid or something.
She was out of order.
Yeah.
Right. And so now, you know, but they didn't do that back in the day. I mean, they did that, she got stoned.
Oh, you said the Asian woman hit the husband. I thought it was yeah.
So you know why they got their mindset got weak in them? Because they laid in bed with that whore.
Right.
So that whore, America, pillow talk, you know. So now weaken that man's mindset.
Because the man has been manipulated, gaslighted, and shamed out of his manhood.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you want to dominate a woman, you're a narcissist. All right, you're controlling. All right, you want to put her in order, but it's better for her to not even be there if you can't put her in order.
Right. Toxic masculinity.
They call it if you're a leader, if you're a man, that's toxic masculinity, man.
And when, like I said some time ago, like when a stud be considered as toxic masculinity,
Shouldn't they be called toxic? And they be beating up bitches, man.
That's right. They got the most cases of domestic violence.
Yeah, man.
And so you go into the word wine in Revelation 17, chapter and 2nd verse. It goes into oinos, which is the Greek word. It says fiery wine, which the Most High in His wrath is represented as mixing and given to those who is about to punish by their own folly and madness. And it says a love potion, as it were, wine exciting to fornication, which He is said to give who entices others to idolatry. So like we was going to the westernization, as like spiritually just, man, what's a good word? Entice these other nations into the ways of America now.
Well, what do you have on social media? You have influencers.
Yeah.
So America's an influencer.
Right.
You know, She's an influencer. And what does she influence? Whoredom, idolatry, wickedness, feminism, man. Street culture. So yeah, the women are tainted with feminism, but the men overseas, they want to be thugs now. You an Ishmaelite, you want to be a street nigga.
Right.
Like
You ain't even got no streets.
That's right, that's right. Like that show we was talking about Supercell, or like Top Boy. Like those shows based in London. Like you would think you were looking at like just America, just without the accents, But
Right.
we copy the ways of America. It's some kind of street culture, man.
Hey, that scripture, brother, did you say wine of immorality?
Yeah, immorality.
This is the definition for immorality. The state of quality of being immoral, wickedness, baldness, shameless,
Shameless.
immoral
They
behavior.
have a nigga woman show called Shameless.
Right.
All right, and they're constantly making new nigga woman shows where the girl gay, free spirit. It's crazy, man.
Gotta have that scepter-ring.
Yeah, you sent me that video on that second ring, man. All right, but that represents rebellion, man.
Talking about a video about women. You know, they got that ring in their nose. They full of demons.
Hey, that's heavy, man. Because it's rebellion, man. All right, it's rebellion, man. All right, it's better to just pay for a harlot. If you want a woman that's walking around half naked, and you get, as a man, you get enticed, just get a fucking harlot. Because either you're gonna pay with money or pay with your respect. Pay with money or pay with your dignity, man. All right, it's better to get a fucking harlot, man. All right. I'm sorry. It's better to get an honest harlot. They're all harlots. It's better to get an honest harlot.
Yeah.
They give you a price up front.
She true to it.
She true to it.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
And how did it pollute the whole earth? Westernization. Like the movie Last Samurai, one of the elders said, I would not go a whoring after the West. Because that's Eastern vernacular. I'm sorry, that's Eastern vernacular. You say vernacular?
Vernacular.
Yeah, the water. That's Eastern vernacular to refer to mixing philosophies as whoredom.
Right.
That's why we mention in the Bible as whoredom. That's Middle Eastern or Eastern vernacular, man. All right?
When you do that mixing, what's that? It's confusion.
It's confusion, man.
That's why it's called Babylon. And now on top of that, it's called Babylon the Great.
You get it? Yeah.
Vernacular goes into language.
Yeah.
And then what is the language? The English language.
Yeah.
It's a mixing of other languages.
So the language is full of whoredom. Rooted in that nasty ass Greek language.
Right.
Rooted in that nasty ass Greek where our forefathers was like, I'd rather eat swine than to speak Greek. Because from a Hebrew perspective, English, Greek, it has a heathenistic vibration. We can't help but to speak it. We were born into the tongue.
Right.
But English, it's a heathen vibration, man. You know?
Real quick, see.
All right.
Revelation 17:15 NLT. Then the angel said to me, the waters where the prostitute is ruling represent masses of people of every nation and language.
And that's, yeah. The influence. She has the influence over the whole earth, man. The men are wearing suits and ties. The women are wearing leggings and letting their hair down, letting their body show. They've never seen themselves in that light until they got influenced by American whores. Because you know what I've learned? Because I'm a student of this book, man. I've learned that Eastern men, you judge women based off their behavior. Western men judge women off their beauty. So if a woman is judged off her beauty, and the nature of a woman is to be beautiful, then she is a fucking queen or some shit. But if you judged off your behavior, you trash. That's why King Solomon said, out of a thousand women, I found none that was upright. Because he was judging them off their behavior, not their beauty.
Right.
All right.
And I think there's I think it's in Sirach where it says go not to a woman because of her beauty.
And let's get that Sirach 25, man.
Hey, if I could just say, man, a westernized woman is a plague in herself. You know what I'm saying? Because she's destructive. A woman carries more diseases and transmit more diseases than a man can. Because she's just like, you know what I'm saying, a scum cum bucket, man.
She's the source.
She's the source.
She's the cesspool.
Yep.
Like when you have electricity, everything goes back to a source. You have water, everything goes back to a source. So she's the thing that everything goes back to. All right, so she's the cesspool. So she can be a nourisher, a grower, a garden. or she could be a cesspool of filth, man. So if you got different men having sex with you naked-headed, all right, you're a cesspool of filth, all right?
And then on top of that, she got all this baggage.
Yeah.
Baby, you know, baby daddy drama.
Yeah, yeah.
That probably like multiple kids by different men and stuff like that.
Then she got credit card debt, student loan debt.
Man, you supposed to be a so-called good man to inherit those type of problems, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And what happens? She wants the good man when she needs the good man.
It was an analogy that I had told Elder Fisher Quad about, man, when it like just explains real simply about how a woman is, man. So just say we got a glass with some water in it, right? Okay, I pass to the brother Yahweh pass to Elder Zaquan, to Elder Squad, to Yum Yard, back to me, right? It won't be no problem still drink out that glass, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we just pass it around. Now, if we all pass it and stuck our finger in it, pass it around, stuck our finger, who's going to drink out of it, man? And that's the equivalent of the box of a woman, man. You know, when you got different men constantly in and out of you, you become tainted, you become filthy, you become dirty, you know? And then you a player. So now if a man run up in you wrong, he's gonna have some kind of STD.
Yeah, because he's gonna go back to his main chick. And he gonna give it to her, yeah. Yeah, so like I understand what you mean. She's a plague, man.
Yep.
You know, because she's only supposed to deal with one man. All right?
And it's a quote from Tertullian. He says, "Woman is a temple built over a sword, the gateway to the devil."
Hey, that's why the scripture says, beauty is vain and charm is deceitful. Beauty is vain, man. We're not supposed to worship beauty. As a man, you're naturally enamored by beauty to where you'll turn your head. A pretty face is like medicine. It probably raises your dopamine or something like that, man.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to assess a woman's value based off her beauty.
Right.
That's why King Solomon, a righteous man, said, out of 1,000, I found none that was upright. So we're not looking for upright women. We're looking for baddies.
Right.
In America, you should bring out a scripture, brother.
Oh, so like I said, if you go to Proverbs the 31st chapter,
Yeah.
what, like I think starting maybe verse 9 and 10. But anyway, it goes and showing you the qualities of a woman, man. You know, her dealing with the merchants, her taking care of the kids, her taking care of her household, her husband, and you know what I'm saying, he smiles when he see her. You know, she's gonna be giving grace whenever necessary, man, because of her duty she doing, man. You know, just roughly paraphrasing, those are the qualities of a woman, man. What the benefits of a woman. You know what I'm saying? How she can add to you, man. But these women nowadays, they only add problems. They only add stress. They only add debt. You know, they only add, you know what I'm saying, death, man. You know, it's a lot of jakes, man, in the cemetery, in the grave with dirt in their face behind a woman, man.
Yeah, and I was thinking, man, Jake got a mindset where he's ashamed to pay for a harlot. But I was also thinking, like you said, how many Jakes are in prison, or like you said, dead because of a woman?
Right.
Now, what if you would have just paid for it that night? You'll still be here.
At home too.
Yeah, you might be $50 short, $100 short, but you'll still be above the dirt.
She might give you a discount next
Yeah,
time.
yeah. You're a regular.
Yeah.
What did you say, bro?
Look at our forefather Judah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just got out.
He thought he was paying for a heart.
Yeah. Right, he thought he was paying for it, but in Eastern culture, there's no shame in that.
Right.
But in Western culture, you chasing harlots, man.
Yep.
So no, you got to go back to the ways of, and I say I don't give a fuck, man, because it's too much wickedness dealing with these women that are really harlots. Like, nah, just pay for a harlot, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just pay for a harlot, man.
And the harlot, it's like a harlot in the Lord's eyes is more righteous and have a better chance of going to heaven than these wicked ass women running
How you
around.
gonna make it?
Yeah, how would I say the harlots gonna say, man, the harlots in the public because they tell the truth.
Right.
They're not lying about the numbers in their phone. They're not downplaying them niggas in their phone.
How many bodies they got?
How many bodies, man?
The account with Aaron and them was in the sack, what was it? When the harlot had put the scarf in the window.
Yeah. Rahab. Rahab?
I can't remember. Was it Rahab? I can't remember.
Google it, man.
But I know that by her pretty much committing treason, you know what I'm saying, she asked Aaron that her family be spared. And he told her to tie that purple scarf in the window, so when they ran up in that Joshua.
I was thinking about the harlot's name.
Okay, I can't remember her name. But the point I was making or getting to was that through the spirit of Hashim Yahushua, her and her family was spared, man. For helping out. That's right. They were spared.
Yeah, I just wanted to go back to his point, your point on the glass And, you know, when a woman, she's supposed to be with one man because when a man shoot up in her, that DNA go to her brain and attach to her brain. So now, if she's sleeping with multiple men that have shot DNA up in her, I mean, shot the sperm in her, she got all that DNA. She's a fucking demon walking around.
And you know what she is? A hood nigga. What does Eve act like? A nigga.
Right.
Now, I'm obsessed. She's an NWA. She's a nigga with an attitude.
Right.
Because she got all them hood niggas spirits on her, all them hood niggas DNA in her brain, man. So when that little infatuation phase over with, it's like, damn, this bitch masculine, man. Cause she got Trevante in her, the Marcus in her.
Right.
You know?
Become a butch.
And she a butch. That street nigga come out of her, man.
Right. And henceforth, that's why Yahweh had the rule and the law that if a man was undesired of her and he take her back to her father, she shave her head.
Yep.
You know, and that's, you know, the shaving of the head, you know, if you shave your head, well, how long? 7 years?
Well, I know when you get that's when you get a concubine. When you get a concubine from war, they should shave her head for 30 days. Cut her nails and all that, you know? Yeah, but being a harlot was unacceptable in the ancient world. That's why men were so nervous. You go to Sirach 42, it tells you a father is waking up in the middle of the night when nobody sees him. He's worried about his daughter.
Right.
He's worried that she doesn't lose her virginity before a man marries her officially.
Right.
He's worried that if she does get married, that she doesn't play the whore while she's with him. All right, so he's scared as shit, this man. Because now they call it fast.
Right.
All right, but in the scriptures it says unless she misbehave herself. You know?
Right.
But a father's worried about that because he knows the penalty of that, man.
Keep her in straightly.
Keep her in straightly. Really, your daughter's supposed to.
She abused herself.
That's the word. We call it fast. Our forefathers said let she abuse herself. All right, because really your daughter's supposed to be, and don't take this literal because you always got some simpleton that you'll find on the fucking news because he had his children in a dungeon. But really, your daughter's really supposed to be in prison until they of age.
Right.
That's why in the French they call it a debut. I forget the word, but it's a French word that goes back to like a debut, like an album debut. Because really, when your daughter leaves prison after doing puberty, you showcase her. Like when they first put a car on the market, they take the sheet off and you showcase it.
Right.
So you showcase your daughter when she's a woman now. When she's a young woman, now you can get ready to marry her off. But before she's married off, she's really supposed to be in prison in your house, man.
Which the scriptures say, fathers be hard on their daughter, according to what you're saying.
And if you read Sirach, you don't have to get all that. But if you read Sirach 42, the NLT, it's going to tell her, put in the house, don't even set her by any windows. So really, if you translate that to modern times, really she don't supposed to have no social media.
Right.
Really your daughter don't supposed to have no tablet.
Be out all times of night.
Yeah, your daughter 12, 13, uploading pictures of herself on social media. Really she don't supposed to be doing that. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to run your household, but that's a modern day window of social media.
Right. Display.
It's the way you display yourself, man.
She got access.
Yep.
Others have access to her.
Because another way you shouldn't be by your windows. When you was growing up in the neighborhood,
Go through windows.
you go through windows. Your little friend girl, right? She might just have a bra on. Both of y'all like 14, 15, and she looking at you through the window like, hey, you know, now you turned on like shit.
Right.
You done messed up your little basketball dribble walking down the street looking at her, man.
Remember I told you that last time we had spoken about this? Like some years ago on my bus, little chick, you know, everybody ran through her. Her mama had like gates around her window bars.
Yeah.
You know, window bars around her house, man.
Yeah.
Because different guys were going up in there, you know. And she's gonna be in those so-called sanctified chicks. They always used to wear dresses back in the day.
Yeah, apostolic Pentecostal. Yeah, because them women will catch bodies for their daughters. They'll make their daughters get an abortion just so the daughter won't show up to church pregnant. You know?
You see, I looked up the word debut. It says French word debut means a beginning.
Beginning, wow, new beginning. Because she's gonna start her beginning as a woman. Right. You're not supposed to. I like the scriptures. You got it. No, you're just not supposed to let your daughter. She gets to become an age, a certain age. There is no telling what she's doing when she's in college and stuff, man. Because really, college is denoted with religion. Really, college is associated with religion.
Yeah, it's like that gateway to whoredom, man.
Yeah,
You got all
man.
these experiments and stuff like that.
Because people held their children shelter. Like even in the South, people still had their children shelter. When they get on their college campus, man.
So many chicks.
A daughter is basically like a substance, man. Especially in the ancient days.
Yeah.
You know, you got a beautiful young daughter, untouched. You know, you can make some business transitions, man. You know, you got she's an asset. But you know, because nobody want their daughter to end up with some fucking moron that ain't got shit going on, man.
Some fucking bum, man.
Yeah.
But them niggas got game. That's who they end up getting with. That's what they end up getting with, man. In their fertile prime, because why? Israel did that. When Most High gave Israel and made Israel a nation, Israel committed idolatry with degenerate nations. A Canaanite is equivalent to a dusty. But Eve got that lower nature. And she get turned on by that lower nature shit. She get turned on by low lights, man.
She scooped real low, like getting with the basis of all men.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. But you got it, brother.
You want this Ciroc?
Yeah, we get this, Ciroc. Stomping out at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. So Ciroc 25, because you had quoted that. Maybe it's wrong with the 19th verse. Is it 21?
Yep. All right, this is Ciroc 25:21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure.
Desire her not for pleasure, like Apostle Ramlab said when I first heard them break it down, because the woman has duties. What happens in America? Just because she's pretty, she's physically attractive, now you're adulating over her, you're giving her flowers, cars, candy, you don't even know her middle name, her last name. It is because she's pretty. So she just go on social media and they got all these dudes that want to date them. But men don't have the Eastern mindset that you want to fit her into a frame. You want to fit her into a role. You know?
That's a form of worship. You know?
Yeah, it is. It's woman worship.
Yeah, woman worship. It's like you pretty much have her as an idol.
Yeah.
When she say subscribe to my page,
Yeah.
it's like you vowing to subscribe to it. You know, like, subscribe, share, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
If you do on social media, so it's like nothing but idol worship.
And they'll use tradition to continue to idol worship because we're the man, right? And a real man is a provider, right? So he's supposed to provide 100% to these women. While she's sitting in your house as an idol. She's sitting idle as an idol. Idol worship. You know?
Yeah, because like going into where Elder Rumba said, she's got duties. She's supposed to be taking care of the household.
Yeah,
and the kids.
And in most cases, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead. No, finish what you were saying.
Just taking care of the household, the kids, and you know, the day-to-day inside the house. You know, cooking. Right. So when he come home, you know, she's there at his service, not he at her service.
Like the Elder Ariala said to that beloved brother, man, peace and blessings to that brother. He was like, we're not here to make a woman's life easy.
Right.
She's here to make our life easy.
Right.
All right. So however she fits into our role, that's how we're supposed to fit her into it. But we're not here just to get a woman because she's a baddie, man. Right. Once again, if it's solely off looks, you got to go back to the ways of your forefathers. Right. Hey, go get that escort. You know, if it's just off lust, because at least you get what you saw on the surface, man.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna hit it.
Just hit it.
I seen a video this past week. It said, man, if you're gonna get you a woman, you need to look at her parents first. You know, see if she got decent parents. You know, especially her father.
Yeah.
Especially her father, but you know what, brother? Just pray to you, how about Shema Shah? Because, and I'm not refuting what you're saying, because I was taught the same thing. Hey, check out her father, man. See if she got a relationship with her father.
Relationship with her father.
Relationship, but even then, brother, even then, when they get on their own, they get that little freedom. You just don't know. When they get that little freedom, man. But generally, hey, check out the father, you know?
Yeah, you're supposed to check out the father, but also you need to check out the mom too. Now,
Because the script say, as the mother, so is the daughter.
yeah.
But you know what? Even with that, the influence of Babylon.
Curses?
Even within the influence of Babylon, man. Because you got the father, you got the mother, they're both under a strict doctrine, right? But when they get that little freedom, man, just from chicks that we went to school or we grew up with, even women you so-called dated, it's like, okay, they had their traditional background, but they were still influenced by the whoredom of Babylon, man.
Right.
So at the end of the day, really just pray the Most High give you somebody that's decent that you can deal with.
Right.
Because you could never just say, well, she was a virgin when I got with her. She could have been a virgin, but she could have still just, it could have just been in her.
Right.
Babylon could have just been in her.
She can still have a whorish mindset.
She could have that whorish mindset.
And those desires are there, always there.
Yeah, because you know what, they have a stronger pull than her parents. Women have a stronger influence than her parents. Some damn friends. Them friends. Because America is your whore friend. Every woman tells you she got a friend that's a slut, but she not a slut, but a friend that's a slut. Well, America's their slut friend. Right. So your friend that's a whore gonna make you feel weak for submitting to your man. It's gonna make you feel lame for still being home at a certain time and all that. So that's America, man.
When you saw I was just gonna say, hence the scripture: a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High.
Yep.
The more you start hanging with that whore, which is America, the more she gonna start rubbing her ways on you.
Right.
You start having her type of behavior, mind patterns.
Just like we hang with a thug when we was younger, you know, you hang with a nigga, you'll feel lame for not being a nigga. Like, man, my pants are up too high my ass, man. You know, damn, I ain't got no tattoo. Like, the nigga energy is enticing.
So you using his lingo?
Yeah, on God, bro.
Yeah, right.
Same thing with a whore. You know?
And then on top of that, if it's not with the pants, it's just the fact that if y'all go somewhere and women are flocking off him, but nobody's coming at you, you're like, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing? You want to now conform to what he's doing so that you can get that same attention.
Yep. Esau know. Go ahead, brother.
No, quick. I just say you become the company you keep.
That's right.
You know, it's simple as that.
Esau know what he was doing when he wired women to go after Pookie and Ray Ray, because you got something called sexual selection. So in nature, the females, they have the select male that they want to reproduce with.
Yeah.
The handsome guy, the physically structured, you know, anatomical correct guy.
Right.
It's sexual selection. So Esau engineered the lowest level of nigga to be the alpha male. So because like you said, you desire women too. As a young man, you might start becoming the guy that all other women want.
Right.
Because you see how they react to him. So you being polite, nice, and kind, that doesn't work. Now with Eve,
They like to get shitted on, but it's not literally.
yeah. Well, literally, Dubai.
Dubai.
It's that Florida Party City.
Yeah.
But
Look
yeah.
at this thing. Eve got a thing for Jake in prison, man.
Yeah,
They love them prison niggas, sending them money, going to see them.
That's their alpha.
They love it.
That's my theory.
That's Keisha's alpha.
That's Keisha's alpha. That's her alpha, man.
Did y'all see the thing? I saw it on Newsbreak where this chick was.
You got it, brother.
This chick was talking to this guy in prison for like 7 years. When he got out, he ghosted.
Yeah. All he
She thought
needs
she
is
was gonna be with him.
He just needs another place to lay his head for a few minutes till he found a baddie. Then he out of there.
And you know what's funny? You know what's heavy? When Jake, like a good man, likes a woman, he's genuinely interested in her.
Yeah.
A low life, he sees her as a tool.
Yeah.
Like you hear Jake say that, like, bro, I just want money, bro. But guess who she likes though? Yeah.
Yeah.
Your message left on red, and you genuinely like her. But the low level energy nigga, oh, he got her.
That damn pill. Oh, Salah.
She's like that nigga that don't mind sharing.
Yeah.
That's again.
She's like that nigga that don't mind sharing.
Yeah, that's like adrenaline rush to these type of females nowadays, you know? Like they like that type of bad boy energy, you know?
They do.
This damn pimp was talking about, he said, don't go after the woman you like, go after the woman that like you.
That's fact. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
That's the fact, because we can't buy women no more.
Right.
You can't buy women. You can't court women that your wife. It's like that's the foundation. And a brother in the camp used to say that he like, I like who like me, man.
Yeah.
What Apostle Bar said, yeah, don't fall in love with a woman. Hey, make sure a woman fall in love with you.
Yeah. Cause you know, and I know the Crucified always speak on it, man. When you get with a woman, man, and you do everything you can to make her happy, when she say jump, you be like, how high? You laying, throwing out the flowers and shit for her to walk on like she ain't coming to America. She gonna feel bored with, because she gonna be like, I done conquered this nigga. You know what I say? He gonna do it, because a woman has to be rude, man. No matter how much she want to deny it, or how much she buck up against it, she still is more accepting of that man who has girded up his loins and set boundaries versus a man who just, you know what I'm saying, whatever you like. You know, come on, man.
going into what Elder Apostle Gabar did a video some years ago about you have to humble that woman. And you have to keep her humble. When she begin to buck up, you know, you have to humble her again. Not only through, you know, sexual intercourse, but through the mindset. Because now she feel like you're getting weaker, or she's easier, it's easier to conquer you. You know, but he went into more detail on it, you know, humbling and how to humble.
Right. Yo, man.
This is Proverbs 31:3. Just give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroy kings.
Cause what's that damn, in the apocrypha, that king that, you know what I'm saying, his wife came to smite his crown on his head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking with him, man. But you know, anybody else would have done that, they would have been put to death, man. But because it was a woman, man, he gave that sensibility or that little bowing down to let her get away with just because she was a woman, man. You know, you can't give your strength to a woman. You know, a woman can smack your head off your head, shit, you gonna have to check her. You just can't be letting a woman do what she want to do, man. Yes, I want to do.
Yeah, this is
you know, but for 2/3 of our people in America, the rebels around the earth, you gotta write them off. You know, they was gone, man. They used to be about that.
say nobody shall judge the next. It's in
Like go to the strength of a woman, like you got Billy Jakes, where men in this society, they'll give the woman their whole
the one who judges.
Yeah.
You know, like they share bank accounts and stuff like that. Giving the strength to women, why do that, man?
And what's the first thing these bitches do now, man? When they saying something to you or on the internet, first thing they post their cash out. You know, because they know there's gonna be a lot of simp suckers out there who just willing to just send them money just because they smiled or they got on a particular outfit or they twerked for them, man.
Oh, I just see you on social media, these different harlots, you know, these women, they'll say, his money is our money.
Right.
My money is my money.
Right.
That's selfish.
That's how they think.
And then a nigga still stay with her. He'll still stay with her, man.
Or send her money.
Right behind.
To
Back
gain,
to back.
yeah, to gain her faith.
Right.
This is Sirach 25:12. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
So the wickedness of a, you got it, man. Hey, the wickedness of a woman, like we said earlier, man, you can find yourself in a jail cell or a grave, man. Because these women, they'll set you up. There's been countless videos I've seen where women got mad at their man or they ex or something and put out their location to their ops, man. And they go get mopped up, you know?
That just happened recently with Northern Kingdom, like in Chicago, I want to say.
Yeah. Now, how wicked is that? You know?
I know Jake got off himself about 10 years ago because his woman broke up with him.
Yeah.
Jake, bro.
Yeah. Many instances, man. Because these women, man, see, you got to remember that this is Esau's, man, or Satan's greatest tool, man, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, bringing destruction amongst the nation of Israel, man. Because what? It wasn't Adam that sinned. You know, who was it? It was Eve. You know, and Adam what? Fell short with her. You know, followed her lead.
She pillow talking.
Yeah,
she pillow talking. It wasn't like no just a one-night thing. It was like an overtime.
Yeah.
You still pillow talking, running game on.
Samson. Yeah. The spirit. Yeah.
This is Sirach 25:24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Yeah, and we die all the day long, man. We steady dying now, man, because of this woman. This woman has put us in a bad position, man. Okay, and yet and still, men still try to going out there wicks, as the scriptures say. You're saying pretty much to please a woman, man. Right. And that destroys you. Men have lost all their finances. They've lost homes, their life, their minds. I mean, they just have completely gone out their wits, man. I mean, they like the brother said, they mind. They had just gone crazy over a woman, man. Woman leave him, he don't know what to do, man. He go kill his ex. Then he killed the old lady, his kids. That shit Esau do, man. But Jake be doing that shit now, all behind the woman.
Yeah, I mean, I did a video. It's like a world star. It's going to like an emotional nigga, man. He saw the stepdad taking his son to the barbershop.
Yeah, I seen it.
I saw that shit.
Man, they were just
Spazzing.
Man, spazzing out, man. They emotional wreck.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't even talk to him, man. He just, man, all into the dude's face like that and stuff like that. Everybody trying to tell him calm down. And a dude like that, man, he's a crash dummy at the end of the day.
Yeah. You gotta use logic and reason, right?
Right.
You gotta use logic and reason.
Henceforth, you know, we know Isaiah 3 toward the end of the chapter in Isaiah 4 and 1. Those days are coming where Most High gonna give us, you know, something on this side, you know.
I'm sorry, bro.
And going into what Yahushua said to Peter and Mark, and into Mark and Luke, where he said, you know, when Peter asked him, said, we have given up houses, homes, property, land. He said, I'm going to give you 100-fold. So those are the things we have to look for, you know, and to help us keep sanity in dealing with this oppression in this world.
And going back to the play in line, brother Young Yara just read, it's good to experience that heartbreak like at a younger age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just go through that phase. Man, cause like the older you get, you know, you get attacked by something like that, man.
You got that grown man love to it, man.
Right.
That puppy love, it ain't worse than that grown man love.
Right. When you get your first.
Yeah, when you had that real world relationship in your 20s, and she turn around and fucking, because you know you don't see many teens offering themselves over a female.
Right.
But when you got that grown man love, man, and they do that, and that's your first really real relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And you thinking like, oh, you were spiritually invested into that.
And then because you can't ever think about like other men and what they done did, and
Right.
that's why her spirit changed, and that's why, yeah.
I was just thinking, you think about that in a spiritual way, that's how people gonna be within America, especially our people, going back to the topic, our people put their trust in Egypt, and they put all that investment into this place. They said this whore about to go ready to go down, these people gonna lose it. I think Gerald Salente, he was a top economist, he said when these people lose it, they gonna lose it, man. So they lose all the so-called pension funds, all the you know, different government benefits and things like that, 401k. When these people lose it, they're gonna actually lose it, man. Because they put their trust into this whore.
The international Great Depression.
That's right.
Because Edomites was offering themselves in 1929, 1930, man. Esau was free falling off from buildings, man.
1980, 1990. They were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, when the stock market crashed.
Yo, here it come. Jumping off that San Francisco bridge.
Right. It was just a recent article just came out there on CNN or CNBC, was just going into like people just like well over the 100K mark a year. A lot of them were like living check to check now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they catching hell. How about more like, you know, the so-called low income people? Man?
Yeah, because 100K a year really ain't shit if your expenses are right up there with your income.
Right.
Yeah, you know, if you got 3 kids, you got this mortgage, got this credit,
Debt to income ratio.
Yeah, debt to income ratio is the water, brother.
Right. And then another person was talking about, you know, they live from check to check and credit card to credit card. You know, and it's really affecting them, you know, pretty hard, because the mentality that they have had is when they're in their 20s and they graduate from college, they get all the big houses, the big cars, and they live from credit card to credit card, or check to check, to pay all of that off. By the time they get into their 30s, they've gotten it paid off. That's when they start having kids, and then they can live. But that has changed now, and it's beginning to affect them very early. And so now that the cost of living has gone up and everything has gotten much higher, a lot of them are just falling in.
Because you got something called a quarter life crisis. Like you said, just to laying back what you said, I'm gonna be like 30 years old and depressed.
Right.
Because your college degree did not get you in the field that you thought you would be in.
Right.
All right, you might have a kid or two, you got $100,000 in debt. And it's like, well, your friend that did go to college might make more than you, man. So now the millennials have like a quarter life crisis.
Right.
Gen Zers, they're just through. You know, they're gonna get drafted, you know?
Right.
They get fucking drafted. So we at the end of this thing, man.
I was gonna say, yeah, hey man, then you got it, shit. As women, hey, your friend that you had so dear to you, that she might just be a damn housewife, you know? And they ain't gotta worry about all that damn debt and shit. You know, just listening to her husband at home and doing her wife to do this.
Because you're gonna have a boss anyway.
Right.
You're gonna have a boss in the house or a boss in the office.
Right.
You choose. You know?
And then, you know, the worst part about it is women just do not see or do not follow the order. You know, if they follow the order, you got Yahweh, you got Yahushua, you got man, and you then the woman. If she just follow her order, she would get all the blessings she would.
Yeah, matriarch.
You know, if that man is following Yahweh Shah, that man, and that's the key. The man has to be following Yahweh or Yahweh Shah. You know, I mean, but if he's halfway following, you know, and believing and just has a zeal, but not, you know, in a zeal for knowledge, but not, you know,
to the Most High.
Right, to the Most High. You know, you still can be blessed through that. And you going back to what we were talking about earlier, where Sodom and Gomorrah, look at Noah. What happened? The Most High saved Noah and his family. The Most High saved Lot, but his wife looked back because she wanted to go back. She was looking at what all she lost.
The scripture says, remember Lot's wife.
Right.
And I think about Lot's wife, she wasn't looking back at no apartment.
Right.
They had like a lot of substance,
Right.
abundance, you know, back then, you know. You know, he's a rich man. So it wasn't like she was just looking like a regular apartment,
Right.
2 bedrooms and shit like that, you know.
So, you know, all those things they lost, you know, and what happened? The Most High blessed their families. So all the man has to do is follow the Most High. You know, keep him first in your life and all you're doing. I mean, that's just an easy, simple thing to do. And, you know, women, children, houses, all of that will be added onto it.
I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? Hey, let them get it how they feel, right? Because at the end of the day, when these two main components, feminism and social media, when that crashes down, everything's gonna be back in the hands to the neck, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them have it, let them have it, man. But when they gonna fall right along with their so-called counterpart, Esau evil, you know? So let them have it.
You can see it, man, on these social media sites, man. Some of these women, men too, that's all they got.
Right.
The people they talk to throughout social media, that's all they have. They in their lonely apartment, their lonely house, maybe in their fucking car, whatever. But that's all they have, man.
Because a lot of them live in cities that they did not grow up in.
Yeah. Right.
So they live in a city where they don't really have friends. It's hard to make new friends, I'm assuming. And like you said, all you have is this virtual reality.
Yep.
And then when that shuts down, you know, and like
Now it's reality.
Yeah, now that's reality. Like Megan Thee Stallion, big head ass said, "Don't save me. I don't want to be saved." You know, 25 years ago the song was "Don't Save Her." She don't want, but now she said, "Don't save me. I don't." So now guess what? We won't save your ass.
You a nigga anyway.
Yeah, that's a nigga anyway. That's a real nigga.
Yeah.
But she's speaking on behalf of Eve.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of you NWAs, man, like our forefathers said, 99% of the so-called black women is gonna die. We just spoke a whole hour about Eve's rebellion.
Right.
I didn't intend to talk about no Eve. We spoke a whole hour about Eve's rebellion, man. Yeah.
Man, some of you Israelite women, man. Right now, y'all able to go get your hair done, your nails done, you got your makeup on, man. Boy, when them wig stoves ain't accessible no more, man. Some of these women, boy, they look rough under that shit, man. Crater faces, motherfucker look like goddamn raccoons around the eyes, man. Just bad. Y'all look bad, man. That baldness that the Lord is fighting them with.
That's right, that's right. And pretty soon, they're not going to have that feminine character to be accessible. You know?
The hygiene.
It's going to be a stink in this society, man.
Shit, man.
You know? So, hey, let me get right quick. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, that's going to like these different stock market watchers, you know, these different economists. And the strong men, referring to the international bankers, should bow themselves and the grinders cease because there are few.
Job layoffs,
That's right.
unemployment.
That's right.
And you can see that happening now. I mean, McDonald's, places you wouldn't think would never close.
Kmart.
Popeyes filing bankrupt.
Zipping COVID shutting down.
Right.
Walgreens,
It's slowly happening. All of us, you know, only take one event for it to just
like a domino effect.
right.
Yeah, because you'll Google, you might be at work, you didn't bring your lunch. So you Googling little eateries near you. Then I'm Googling it, then it say close. Permanently, it say close permanently. I'm like, what the hell? I never really went through that.
Right.
Like, damn, like this closed, that closed.
Your bro said, little by little, but you think about it, hey man, this is happening fast, man. Because a lot of these places, they closing by the hundreds.
Right.
You know?
Some by the
was a hell of
thousand.
a blow. And that was just temporary, man. A lot of mom and pops, even major business, they either shut completely down or they shut down particular cities and states.
Yeah, a lot of franchises closed.
Yeah.
Like you saying, bro, if them franchises shut down, none of mom and pop stores had no chance.
Right.
Really, the gig economy, the ride, the Uber Eats saved a lot of mom and pop stores.
Right.
That was their last little lifeline.
Yep.
If it wasn't for like Waiter and Uber Eats, man, those clothes would not have survived the pandemic, man.
So like that pandemic, that was like that jab to these Americans.
Right.
They pretty much stumbled, so they ran for that knockout punch.
That knockout punch, that
It
tight
was CB, man. Yep. So it says the grinders cease because there are few. Those that look out of the windows be darkened. It goes to the hopelessness of America.
That's
So the
right.
future, yeah. I actually seen somebody in Flowood, they had on their tag, hopeless, you know? They're showing how more and more Americans becoming hopeless because they see all the investment they put into this place is not benefiting them at the end of the day. You know, like college, things like that. More people come to the social media forefront now saying how college was a scam. And they wish they went the other route, far as like trade school, or they just took their family's business or something like that. So more and more people are waking up to the fact that this American dream is really a nightmare. You know?
You waking up to a nightmare.
Hence, a lot of these women are finding out that they really need a man.
Yeah.
You know,
And
they
it's
can't
coming
make
to
it
the
without. They
forefront,
can't make it without a man.
That's right.
You know, so
That pretty privilege, man.
right.
You can't use it to your benefit at that day and time, man. When all hell breaks loose, it's gonna be the spirit of the Lord upon that particular Israelite man that He want to choose you.
And at the end of the day, you're gonna be used by a man. You're either gonna use your duties or sexual. When a man is in survival mode, he's assessing how can he fit you into his reality in his world with limited resources. He gonna have to figure out, can I use her short term or long term? That's why Isaiah 4, the women was like, look, we'll eat our own, we'll be a whole asset. Because in this, like you said, they're pretty privilege, that's a liability. You here because you pretty?
That's it.
Yeah.
Because a man is like scripture, a man gonna be a hiding place, man. Because like the brother was saying, man, these women, they a lot of them come to grab because they need a man. But when Jacob trouble really gets set off, man, and all these people, these insane asylums, these jails, these prisons start getting loose, and all these jokers in prison, they got phones, they on social media, they know where you at, they remember you from high school, they gonna be out there looking, man. And if you don't have a man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that can be your covering, your protection, hey, you gonna be ravished, you gonna be a part of the modern day stock market, man. You're gonna be being traded from camp to camp or man to man or whatever these militias got going on. And when I say camp, I ain't talking about no Israelite camp. Let me clear that up right now. I'm just saying it's gonna be different groups of people that's gonna be coming together for survival sakes, man.
Right.
And women are gonna be something they're gonna be used as a bartering offering, man.
Not to mention the troops that's gonna come in from other
Oh
nations.
man.
You know, man, you think
They
about
did.
it. What's a term? They pretty much like sleeper cells. Like,
They just wait.
Yeah, they just waiting. You know they're not gonna have that type of compassion that these regular American soldiers gonna have for these American
Right.
citizens.
They already hate them, man.
Yeah, and you gotta think about these sleeper cells. You know they looking at social media. When they see these different thoughts, Instagrams and stuff like
Right.
that. They twerking all over the place.
Yeah.
So they easy pickings, man.
You know, army, a military soldier's different, man.
Yeah.
You already a killer, so you're not finna serenade no woman.
Right.
You already a killer. Then you a Middle Eastern foreign killer. So you never kiss the ass to a woman ever.
Right.
And you coming over here, and all you see is flesh.
Man.
It is different, man.
Hey, one of my brothers has seen that movie in a while. It came, I think, like in '98, called The Siege with Bruce Willis and Denzel Washington. But anyway, they had some terrorists within New York. But the point I'm getting to is that they wanted to bring forth martial law. And Bruce Willis, being the general or the sergeant over everything, he said, you don't want the army loose in this city. He's like, I promise you don't. You don't want to do it. So that's on a low level or low base telling you that when these people of these UN troops and shit, when they let them loose, it's like opening a cage full of wild dogs, man. It's not gonna be pulling them back after that. It's not gonna be like, okay, y'all retreat, come back. No, they gonna start getting their own little groups. You know what I'm saying? They gonna start moving in their own way. And they gonna start, it's gonna be, hey,
Open season.
open season.
It's just like when our military went over to Iran or Iraq and they were raping the women over there.
They be going rogue,
You know,
man.
So the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't think they men don't want to return the favor to over here. You know, so, you know, payback.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf, man? Let the weak say I'm strong, man. And man, hey, it's missiles coming your way because at first, places like, countries like Iran, they have missiles. Now they got nuclear warheads, man.
Right.
North Korea, we don't hear nothing about North Korea, man. They just wait, man. You think Japan forgot about that?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Come on, I was doing the 9/11. I'm in sixth grade, I'm in middle school. We had to watch a documentary about the doomsday, and they said they made a very good point in this documentary. They said basically, do you really think the Japanese forgot about that? Like, you don't think they're gonna have some type of vindictive reaction towards that? It didn't happen overnight, but it's going to happen.
They still see it.
Yeah.
They just still got kids around there with birth defects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Places where things won't grow because of the radiation. They ain't forgot about that
That's a
shit.
warrior within itself.
Cause
So it's bringing them back to the mindset. You know?
And then at one period of time, the U.S. used to do an honor of Pearl Harbor and show all the videos. So that's just like a slap in the face, you know? Right.
This is Isaiah 30:21. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. How shall being the king that's going to reign in righteousness, and the prince is going to be the 144,000 that's going to be in judgment. It says, in the NLT it says, look, a righteous king is coming, and honest princes will rule under him. In verse 2 it says, a man shall be a hiding place, as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
so a man gonna be a protection for all the destruction that's coming, man. You know, all the destruction.
Yeah, and not just any regular man.
A man of the Lord.
That's right. An elect man of the nation of Israel. Like it says how the men here in Babylon, you know, spiritual Egypt, they're gonna be like the two women.
Right.
You know, like the so-called mighty men. You know?
Yep. And you know, Scripture says it's gonna be a time like that before there was a nation, man. So whatever you can imagine, the worst thing you can imagine is gonna be 10, 20 times worse, man. Okay, it's gonna be unimaginable terror going on the earth, man, and it's gonna be magnified to the highest extreme right here in Babylon, man.
Yeah, you gotta think about this is Lord's final show.
Yeah,
So Lord's gonna go out and
say
look
the
back,
big
man.
hoorah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Isaiah 30:29 says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, you careless daughters, give ear to my speech.
And these women, man, they still proud, man. They still riding the high horse. They nonchalant, man, and just oblivious to what's going on, man. You know, they still think it's hot girl something. It's about to be judgment. What the hot girl something? You know, they think that, you know what I'm saying, they finna be able to just continue on with all the whoredom and all the game playing, the malarkey, all this, man. But a great judgment is gonna come, man, and you women have a very large portion of horrible judgment, man. Because think about it, man. Okay, 2/3 should be cut off and die, and it's what, more women than men in America, man. So what does that mean? What does that mean, lady? That means a lot of you women are finna be put to death, man. A lot of you women are finna be put to death. I mean, Apostle Gabarra speaks on a lot of times that the women we gonna get, he believe gonna be from other countries, man, South America. You know?
Ezekiel the 9th chapter, slave utterly
Old, young, you know?
women and children.
Women and children.
Young maids.
Sorry. He said we're gonna be kings and priests. So according to the scriptures, especially the high priest, a Levitical priest, you have to get a virgin. Kings gonna get virgins, you know. So if we're kings and priests, why would the Most High give us some like recycled ass like that?
Right.
You know, of course, sure there's gonna be exceptions as far as behavior and whatnot. But generally speaking, if you're a king and a priest, you don't, according to the law, they don't get recycled ass like that.
Hand me down.
Hand me down. And we talking about divorced women.
Right.
Like in the ancient world, like a priest would get a divorced woman. So let alone come on this side, you a king or a priest, a king and a priest, you finna get some fucking some graveyard, a fucking tombstone,
Some tool.
a tool, man.
Then you gotta be a joint heir with the highest apostle. Yeah, how was you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on now.
And you got Tamika.
Right. What the fuck am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
It says, verse 11, it says, verse 10, it says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. So tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip ye, make ye bear sackcloth upon your loins.
Right, and that's what's going on now. It's a lot of these women are at ease. You know, they can go to the dollar store and get whatever they need. You know, they can call up Pookie, he'll bring them money. You know, and they don't. Esau done gave them, you know, Section 8 and HUD, and now they don't have to. You know, they can live wherever they pretty much want to live, and just, you know, work a little job. And used to they can get these big income tax checks, but now that, you know, we done cut that. You know, you're like, I ain't gonna give you these big checks anymore. You know, so, you know, they're at ease. Right. So they don't have to, you know, go out and slave and work and follow the law, statutes, and commandments until. That's what we were talking about earlier. Jacob's trouble comes, then they're gonna be searching for that righteousness.
And Esau didn't give slug, bro. Esau didn't give these women all these benefits because he liked y'all or he adore y'all. He did that because he knew that was gonna be a blow to the nation, man.
Oh, he thought you were cute.
Yeah, oh, he's a cutie. Yeah, let me get her Section 8. Oh, I like the way she walked. Let me get her some of these stamps. No, man. He knew that was gonna be that blow to the nation of Israel to disrupt that order. You know what I'm saying, and put you in a position where you're the head of the house. And if you're the head of the house, I think the brother Young brought out a while back, man. So weak, trying to be the head of the foundation, and you so weak, the woman the weaker vessel, the whole building gonna collapse, man.
So you couldn't get to the Israelite man per se, you right. Get to the extension of the Israelite man, the woman.
I'm just gonna say that foundation now is on that sandy, on the sandy ground. You know, it has nothing to stand on. So when the wind comes through or the river comes through, it washes it away.
And he knew what would come out of a single parent household. He knew that animals come out of a single parent household, hoarding animals. Right. And he knew that the prison industrial complex would be the new zoo for niggas. Right. You know, the new plantation for niggas, man.
That's why written Willie Lynch a lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's why in First Ezra 4, it talks about the power of wine. Right. They said wine makes the king and the father of his child the same. Roughly paraphrasing. Why did it say king and father of his child? Because the father of his child is undisciplined. So that's why it says in Isaiah, thy sons lie awake, they like faint as a wild bull in the neck. That's an undisciplined boy, man. That's why in East Coast they say, he a young bull. Yeah, young bull over there. Yeah, the Philly shit, that young bull, man. So they know bastard families create wild niggas. Yeah, the orphanage. All right.
A lot of scriptures, you know, go to about the Gentiles and like Romans call us the wild olives. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's showing that with Jacob. Yeah. And this Romans, I mean, this Ecclesiasticus, no, so like second Ezra 9 and 9. It says, then should they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully should dwell in torment.
Right, which, you know, going back when the Most High set his men up to spread the word out, to show you the way, you know, because there's only one path, you know, and that's the path for following Yahweh or Yahweh Shah. You know, the gate is wide, so as many paths lead through a gate. You know, I can take just a little driveway, and it's 5 to 6 pathways into that one little gate. You know, whereas the straight and narrow gate, you know, you got a house, you got a fence around it, and you got a little passenger gate that you go through, and only one person can go through that gate at one time. With the sidewalk, only one person can walk through. So that's the straight gate. You know, so right. So we gotta, you know, follow that path, you know, not go through that wide gate. So a lot of you women are continuing to go through that wide gate. You know, and when the time comes, you're gonna find your demise.
Right.
The wide gate is feminism for women. It's feminism, man.
Anything dealing with how about Hashem?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It says, verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits.
Yeah, right. Degrees, you finish it, brother.
Yeah, I was just gonna say degrees, you know, Section 8.
Income taxes for them bastards.
Right.
You get a bag, you got some bastards, man.
Alimony.
Yeah.
Child support.
Different niggas is different streams of income.
Right.
Cash out.
I got a relative, he literally lost like 50 to 60K off of a divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so that hurt him, man. You know, so like you said.
And the number one reason women get divorced, according to Esau or stats, they're unhappy. So we're in the country where you can have an at-will divorce. Just because divorce.
Right.
You can build a whole foundation with 3 kids and another nigga give her attention after 15 years. And now she's not happy with you and she can divorce you.
Not only, and even to put icing on the cake, so to speak, for what you just the response you made before. If you sleep with a woman, she has a window to change her mind and say that, well, you know, it really won't consent you. She just decide, okay, she has sex with you tonight. Okay, 2 weeks later, she tell you she need about $100. You tell her no, now she finna claim rape. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna be, she ain't cool with it no more. And you can still be charged, man, with a charge. You know, how fucked up is that, man?
That's why I said Isaiah 10 chapter, woe to him that they creed unrighteous decrees.
Right.
His ways are grievous, man. That's a grievous law to do that.
Right.
You know?
So a lot of these women, hell, they leave their marriage after 30 years, 40 years of marriage just to go be a side chick to another nigga, man.
Well, yep, you're right. Ironically, they'll leave the marriage because the dude might have had another woman.
Yeah.
And just to go be a side chick.
Just to be a side chick or just a straight hoe.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, going back to what you said, a woman or divorce a man, you know, there was a post where a man had won the lottery. I don't know if y'all heard about it. And right after he won the lottery, his wife divorced him and took half of the money.
A hearts and snares and necks.
Yeah.
One thing I know about America, you don't know the reality of a woman. In the East, you would talk these things. Beware of a woman. But in America, it's like you don't know the reality and you get bit every time. If you think a snake is a puppy, you're going to get bit every time.
Right.
A black widow, yeah, because, yeah, a black fucking widow, man.
That's to a pocket from Barbara Knott. She trespassed against you.
That's right.
It's like playing Russian roulette, man. You just don't know when that bullet gun discharged, man. And they just fuck around and take you for everything you got.
And what's the official point?
Because brother brought up about how women leave when she bored. I was reading an article the other day, old girl that played in Soul Food, kind of light-skinned chick with pretty ass eyes. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember their name, man. Yeah, that she decided what, after 30 years of marriage, that she just, you know what I'm saying, wasn't happy no more. So she filed for divorce. You like, really? I mean, you done all this time that's been invested, and now you ready to quit because you're bored or not happy. You ready to get fucked. You just want to get out there and be a harlot, play the harlot.
That's right, and because your female friends reinforce that mindset, like, girl, you still look good.
Hey, you can get some money too, girl.
9 times out of 10, she had another man on the side anyway.
That's why it's good, like, for a married woman not to be hanging around single women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the Most High did not create a dynamic with single women. Single really meant celibate. Single really supposed to mean celibate. You didn't pledge yourself to your house side. You kept, yeah. Yeah, it's not supposed to mean whoredom. You know? Single not supposed to be lit. You know what I mean?
Right, so it says verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, verse 11, and they that have loathed my law, which goes to despise, while they had yet liberty. So this right now is the grace period of the Israelites.
Right.
You see how our people offered up those wrongful sacrifices right now in this day and time.
Right.
You know? So right as it says, I was going to Ezekiel 24 chapter, those type of unrighteous sacrifices, they're going to be a part of that sacrifices, part of that altar for the power for fire break. That's going to that nuclear destruction, and also when Yahushua brings back that second death. And that's going to include 2/3 of the nation of Israel. The majority of 2/3 of the landmass of America is going to consider a lot of Israelite women. They're going to die. You know, this is going to be the demise. You know, and it says, and they that had loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not but despised them. The same must know it after death by pain.
Hey, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give out glory to also to give double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house that they be elect. A Bible bow. Come here, shalom. Hey, how about Shema Shabbat Shalom? Shalom.
Shalom.
Because he didn't accept